Okay, so I thought I'd show you guys a little bit about the tech. Um, I've given you guys a link for each assignment to an overlay file. So one thing you can do is literally copy and paste it. So you can't type in on the link that I give you, but you can, do Command A, Command C, and then copy it into your own. You'll also want to copy over this logo, otherwise all you won't see is this thing, which is probably fine. So there's a whole lot of stuff up front in this LaTeX document. So here's the one for week 2. It has a whole bunch of, I'd say, beginning commands. And then it doesn't really start until it says begin document. So here's my begin document, and then there's the title, blah, blah, blah. Okay, your name here. So that's where you should put your name, and that way it'll show up right in this spot. And then the directions are to type your solutions into this document. So, show all your steps, blah, blah, blah. Again, I want to focus on the LaTeX issues. So here's the first question, which is hard to see what it is, but if we look over here, it says indicate whether this argument is valid or invalid. Give truth values for the variable showing it's not. So one thing that could help here is to maybe make a table of truth values. So if I were to enter my answer in here, I might want to build a table. So to do a table, it's begin tabular. And how many columns do you want? That might depend. And do you want lines between them? So that's going to have 4 columns with lines separating them. If I want a line in the very beginning, I have H line. And I always put my end so that I don't forget it. So end tabular. So that forms my table, but I don't have anything in it right now. So maybe the first column is P, and I might want that to look italicized or look in math type. So in math type, it's P, and separate your columns with a ampersand, P, Q, and then maybe my next column is P, logical OR, that's what LOR stands for, P or Q. Again, notice the math is in $signs, so then maybe I'll have an and. And then to end a line, you put this, the 2 backslashes, and then if I want a line to show up, I can do H line. So I'm just going to recompile and see what this looks like. So it started this table right here where I have P, Q, P or Q, and P and Q. And then you can, make more lines filling in your truth table stuff. So that's a way to start a truth table if you want to include that. I feel like the big thing I saw was that putting math type in $signs. So if you want there exists, exists. If I spell it right, exist. And so I didn't do right because it didn't show up. So I kind of hit recompile a lot to make sure. And there it is. There's my little backwards E for the exists. So sometimes if you don't like, there's not a lot of space there. If you wanted to put a space, you can do V space. I might have 2 inches. And then it'll give me a lot of space between my commands. So there's a lot of all sorts of commands, and I just do a lot of Google searches to figure out what what do I want to be able to do and how to do that in LaTeX. So if there is something you want to be able to write in LaTeX, please let me know. I've been using LaTeX for gosh, almost 20 years now. So just let me know if you're having issues with setting something up. The way these files were created, it was not by me. So they do things a little bit differently than I do, but it'll all still work. So again, reach out if you're having any questions.